This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? And they see that happen. It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And the Bears first down.
Come, 180! 59! Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
There's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Packers' 23-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bears 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set. 10-2 stop. X3. 218. Chopper.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Smith.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Yes.
Rush in.
Sit up. Now.
On second and 11 now. Young flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
It's a gain of 4.
Hey.
Brings up third and 6.
Defense, give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Bravo.
Joker. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Young on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board.
Check 50. Check. Check out.
Go.
Check.
Yep.
Alert flare.
Ready?
On second down, here's Smith. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now Young. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Tight dog. Check 9.
Hey, zoom. 5.
Off the play fake, Young on the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Record.
Hey, Echo.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Come.
Undercross.
Young to throw it. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Here we go. 8.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
6-6. Bullet high.
51 Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Get that quarterback. And all coach.
Yo, go. Shoot.
Now Young. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. Rashawn Gary. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite third and long on the horizon. Now Trubisky. Room past the 20. Johnson's got it complete. As he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
Check.
Sure.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Blue draw Corkers.
Defense time. Defense. Show it in.
Look at me. Zipper. Let's go.
A first down carry for Smith. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Now.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
36. Check.
Let's go.
On on second down. It's Smith. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Hey, wahoo!
51's the mic, boy. 51. Watch the out.
Go.
Here's Young. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Switch it. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, hey. Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
Rock it. Now.
Smith trying to run for it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Switch gears. Shift.
Hard.
Shift.
Yes.
Shift.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey.
Mike 51. Defense wins championships, baby. Go, Mike 51.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, lock it. Yep.
Motion. Go, Mike 50.
Here we go now with Smith. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
I'm coming after you.
Go.
Check three. Kill.
Ready?
On 1st down, it's Smith. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey!
Tighten up. 51's the mic. 51.
Go!
Hey, I'm coming after you.
Look at me. Zipper!
I got you, son.
Get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Now!
He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Out.
Go! Five.
Throwing, Young. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Okay, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We own them. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
BigStriver.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
51 for Mike. Let's go, D. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hey, hey, watch it.
Go out.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check 13.
2.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he stopped immediately there. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Bang, 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 bang.
Go. Yes.
We got motion. Back up, back up. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Let him know, let him know.
5.
Go, Mike, go.
To throw on third down, Young. And that's caught by Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Smith. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Look at me. Go.
On the draw, this is Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll run with Smith, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, early in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Check 26, check 26. Watch twist. Twist.
3rd and long for Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey,
It's our house. 51, Mike.
hey, Charlie.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check.
Hey, exit.
Check 4.
Go. Leo. Ready?
On 4th down, Young. And he's going to go down again. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Sit up. Ready? Alert. Alert.
Check. Crunch.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now Trubisky to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So we come upon halftime, and what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Check, nickel, nickel, nickel. Look at me. Zipper. Now.
Mike 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Five.
Young. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Sam off. Be grip.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 31. Check 31.
Check. Hurry. Shoot.
This is Smith. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Pilot, 64. Quick.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
51 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Go.
Here I come again. 51 to Mike, boys. 51. Hey.
Go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Young. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. The try here for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Bears 21, Packers 2.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now here's Young. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll them out right. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
22 yards there, a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Go, Mike 50.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
On first down, Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 47 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 10.
Set. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Hey, let's go. Ready?
Here's Young to throw on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On 2nd and a couple, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action. Young escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the run, it's Smith. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
They'll run it again with Smith. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey!
Staying open. 51's the Mike. 50.
Mike, recon, 132 fighter.
51's Mike. Mike 51. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Check, check.
Now Young throwing on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 59 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Johnson was the intended receiver. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
180! 18.
First down, a run with Cohen. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Young now from the 50. It's Hill, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
Go. Motion, reset. Hey, rock it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on second down. Young. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw, Young. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Let's go now.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Bravo. Now. Ready, go. Rabbit. 51.
On fourth down, Young. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Going to let one fly for Robinson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Bears 56, Packers 2.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Ready. 15 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, Haywood.
51, Mike. Mike, 51.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Shoot.
Second down, Young. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On third down, Smith. And some room to run now. That one good for 21 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Go.
Keep moving, boys, moving.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Yes.
In your face.
Let's go.
They'll run with Smith. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He's going to take a shot right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.